Hey guys! Today's video we talk about the derivative rules in calculus. So we have here 8 rules. And now we can go to rule number 1. Rule 1 is the constant rule, which is the derivative of c in terms of x is equal to 0. Any number we'll use when it comes to constant rule, it is equal to 0. For example, we have y is equal to 5. So the derivative of 5 in terms of y is equal to 0. Next, we have rule 2, the general rule. So, the derivative of x in terms of x is equal to 1. Any variable we'll use when it comes to general rule, it is equal to 1. So, for example, we have y is equal to 5 minus x. So we have y prime equals 0 from the derivative of 5 minus 1 from the derivative of x. So we have y prime is equal to negative 1. Another example, we have y plus 6 is equal to 3 plus x. So y prime plus 0 from the derivative of 6 equals to 0 from the derivative of 3 plus 1 from the derivative of x. So we have y prime is equal to 1. Next, we have rule 3, the power rule. So the n is any exponent, either of thousands or hundreds, exponents, the fractions or negatives or etc. Still, we will use the power rule. So, what is power rule? Now, if you are required to find the derivative of x raised to n in terms of x, is you may bring down the exponent, which is the n, and multiply it to the base, which is the x, then the n will be deducted by 1. So for example, we have y is equal to x cubed minus 6. So we have y prime equals to 3x squared minus 0. So y prime equals 3x squared. Another example, we have y is equal to x to the power of 4 minus x cubed minus x squared plus 7. So we have y prime equals to 4x cubed from the derivative of x to the power of 4 minus 3x squared from the derivative of x cubed minus 2x from the derivative of x squared plus 0 from the derivative of 7. So, we have the answer, y prime equals to 4x cubed minus 3x squared minus 2x. So, next we have rule 4, the constant multiple rule. So, the derivative of k multiplied by a function is copy the k and then the derivative of a function. The k is the coefficient, which is the function added by a coefficient. For example, we have y is equal to 5x squared minus x plus 5. So we have y prime equals to 5 times 2x minus 1 plus 0. So we have the answer, y prime equal to 10x minus 1. Another example, we have y is equal to 3 times x minus 5. So y prime equals 3 times 1. Y is equal to 3. Y prime is equal to 3. So this is the answer. Next, we have rule 5, the sum and difference rules. So, the derivative of two functions, which is the f of x and g of x, equals to the derivative of f of x plus g of x, and it is distributed to the derivative in f of x and g of x. So, it means it is plus and minus. equals to the derivative of f of x plus and minus the derivative of g of x. So for example, we have y is equal to the quantity of 3x cubed minus 6 minus the quantity of 2x squared plus x. So we have 9x squared minus the bracket 4x plus 1 equals 9x squared minus 4x plus 1. So this is the final answer. Next, we have Rule 6, the product rule. So the derivative of the product of two functions is copy the first term, which is the first function, the f of x, and multiply by the second term, which is the derivative of g of x, plus copy the second term and multiply by the derivative of the first term, the f of x. For example, we have y is equal to the quantity of 5x plus 6 times the quantity of 3x squared minus 7. So we have y prime equals the quantity of 5x plus 6 times 6x plus the quantity of 3x squared minus 7 times 5. So y prime equals to 30x squared plus 36x plus 15x squared minus 35. So combine like terms, we have y prime is equal to 45x squared plus 36 minus 35. So this is the final answer. Next is the rule 7, the quotient rule. So copy the denominator first and then multiply the derivative of numerator minus copy the numerator and then multiply the derivative of denominator all over the square of denominator. So for example, we have y equals to 10x minus 3x all over x. So y prime equals to x times the bracket 30x squared minus 3 minus the quantity of 10x squared minus 3x times 1 all over the denominator square x squared. So let's distribute. So we have y prime equals to 30x cubed minus 3x minus 10x cubed plus 3x all over x squared. So let's simplify. We have y prime equals to 20x cubed over x squared. So the final answer is y prime equals to 20x. So lastly, we have the rule 8, the chain rule. The derivative of the given function x raised to n is equal to, using the power rule, then multiply the derivative of x in terms of x. What if a function is raised to an exponent that is a power rule multiplied by f of x raised to n minus 1? Multiply still by the derivative of a function. So for example, we have f of x is equals to the quantity of 3x to the power of 4 minus 2x squared quantity to the power of 8. So f prime of x is equal to, using the power rule, we have 8 times the quantity of 3x raised to the power of 4 minus 2x squared quantity raised to the power of 8 times the quantity of 12x cubed minus 4x. So we have f prime of x is equals to 32x times the quantity of 3x squared minus 1 times the quantity of 3x to the power of 4 minus 2x squared quantity to the power of 7. So this is the final answer. Now that's all. So that shows is the derivative rules in calculus.